2022 NFL Week 6 picks plus NFL Week 5 pick results. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Callous Mind Talking Head Sportscast. Okay, so I want to get started with just some overall questions this week. First of all, would you rather your team get blown out or lose by 1 point? Because I got to say, the Raiders losing by 1 point last night was just like a dagger in the heart. And especially the way they lost, where they did a reverse digging the hole. And they got out to a big lead only to watch it erode and then them end up lose the game. So would you rather your team lose by 1 or 100? Let me know in the comment section below. And I also want to talk about the quarterback situation around the league. First question, were Seattle and Pete Carroll correct in trading away Russell Wilson? What is going on with the Broncos? During the offseason, there was a lot of chatter about how great the quarterbacks in the AFC West are. However, the results thus far have been less than convincing. And if you're a Broncos fan, are you happy with the Russell Wilson trade? Do you think that you're getting value from that trade? Or would you rather have, Drew Lock or whoever as your quarterback? Speaking of quarterbacks, we have to talk about the Dak Prescott situation in Dallas. I know Jerry Jones has gone on the record saying Dak is the guy, but this situation seems eerily familiar to me personally. Remember when Tony Romo was the Cowboys QB and got hurt? In came Dak Prescott. He played well, got the starting job, and Tony Romo was jettisoned to the broadcast booth. Now that Dak's making a lot of money, how long can the Cowboys justify that expense on a player who has been hurt a lot recently? That's a very good question for Cowboys fans. And this seems like a really easy parallel to draw for me. So what do you guys think? I mean, is it, you keep Dak because he's the star and he's getting all this money? Or are you seeing that, the backup can manage and still get wins and that's just a luxury to have and you still keep Dak? Or, do you start thinking about moving on? I mean, is it too early to start thinking about that already? Just a question. All right, so 2022 Week 5 pick results were as follows. 10 wins, 6 losses. The Colts win that anemic, pathetic game against the Broncos. The Packers lose. That was kind of a surprise to me, losing to the Giants, but maybe the Giants are legit. The Bills win. They roll. They rolled the Pittsburgh Steelers. Vikings win. Lions lose. Got shut out, Seahawks lose. Jets win. Jets win. Don't look now, but are the Jets in serious contention for the AFC East crown? I guess we're all going to find out, right? I guess I'm not ready to pick Jacksonville yet. They lost. 49ers win. Cowboys keep on winning. The Cardinals did lose to the Eagles, as I semi-predicted last week. However, they gave them fits there at the end, but once again, they were excavators. They dug themselves into a hole that they had to dig out of. And if you're going to continue to play from behind, you're probably going to continue to lose. So at some point, the Cardinals need to be able to get a lead, hold that lead, and win a damn game. Ravens win. And, of course, the Raiders with that tear-jerking, heartbreaking loss on Monday Night Football to those dastardly Kansas City Chiefs. All right, so 2022 NFL Week 6 picks are as follows. On Thursday Night Football, I'm taking the Chicago Bears. This will probably be a squeaker of a game, 16-13, 13-10, something like that. But I think the Bears will come out on the winning side of that, especially given the fact that they are at home. So I'm giving them the home field benefit of the doubt, and I'll take the Chicago Bears. Starting off Sunday's slate of games, San Francisco heads east to Atlanta, or maybe even stays out east because they just played Carolina. So this is the weekend of the road teams I'm predicting. I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers on the road to defeat the Atlanta Falcons. Next game, New England Patriots visit the Cleveland Browns. And Cleveland has been making things interesting, but they've also been losing. And once again, I don't know what I'm going to get from the New England Patriots week to week, but I know they just played an outstanding home game. And maybe they got some momentum built up. I'm counting on that, so I'm taking the New England Patriots on the road to defeat the Cleveland Browns. Next game, New York Jets, Jets, visiting the Green Bay Packers. And I'm actually going to take the Jets in this game, if you can believe it. I'll take the Jets on the road to defeat Aaron Rodgers and those Green Bay Packers. Next game, Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Indianapolis, Matt Ryan was another one of those quarterbacks. Did Atlanta do the right thing in getting rid of him? It's certainly kind of seeming that way. Not 100% sold on that yet, but either way, I'll take Jacksonville to right the ship and get this win on the road at Indianapolis. Next game, Minnesota Vikings at Miami Dolphins. I will take Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings on the road to defeat what I believe will still be the Tua-less Miami Dolphins. Next game, Cincinnati at New Orleans. This game is actually a toss-up, as I don't know what I'm going to get from Cincinnati week to week, but I also don't know what I'm going to get from the New Orleans Saints from week to week. So I will take Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals on the road to defeat the New Orleans Saints. Next game, Baltimore at the New York Giants. The Giants, I believe, are 4-1 at this point, and really creating a logjam there at the top of the NFC East. And I'm only picking Baltimore because of Lamar Jackson, so I'm taking the Ravens on the road to defeat the New York Giants. Next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think Kenny Pickett's necessarily ready to win, and this is a tough team to get that win against after being blown out by Buffalo last weekend. So I will take the Tampa Bay Tom Brady Buccaneers to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next game, Carolina at Los Angeles. Carolina just threw their coach overboard and fired his ass, even though they still owe him like $42 million. So, wow, that's a large stack of money. I'm going to pick the Rams to get right this week at home. So I'll take the Los Angeles Rams at home to defeat the Carolina Panthers. Next game, Arizona Cardinals at Seattle Seahawks. Classic NFC West matchup. And if the Cardinals are going to make any postseason hay, even make the postseason at all, they need this win against the Seahawks. So I will take the Arizona Cardinals to rise up Red Sea on the road and defeat the Seattle Seahawks. Next game, Buffalo at Kansas City. This is for AFC supremacy, I'm sure. And, I was pretty impressed with Buffalo this past weekend against the Steelers. I know it'll be a different ball game against the Chiefs, but I think Buffalo can go into Kansas City and win, no doubt. So I'll take the Buffalo Bills on the road to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs. Next game, Dallas at Philadelphia. Battle of the NFC East and battle for the top spot in the NFC East. So I will take the home team, Philadelphia Eagles, to fly and defeat those Dallas Cowboys. And then finally, on Monday, October 17th, Denver at Los Angeles. Denver is just, I don't know if they're too injured, if Russell Wilson just isn't a good fit, if his weapons are just no good. I don't know what's going on with the Broncos, but I will take the Los Angeles Chargers at home to defeat the Denver Broncos. And I know for sure that the Raiders will not be losing this weekend, as they are one of the teams with a bye. The other teams with a bye are Detroit, Tennessee, and Houston. Okay, I got a couple reminders while I wrap up the show here. One is I want to say happy birthday to the United States Navy. That'll be October 13th. I also want to say happy birthday to Jay. His birthday is also October 13th. I want to say happy birthday to Kathy, Shelly, and happy birthday to my grandmother on October 17th in heaven. And happy birthday to any of the other October birthdays out there. And I also want to say thank you all so much for taking the time and watching this video. I do sincerely appreciate it. Remember, I will have 2 videos coming out next week. One for the UFC 280 preview, and then the regularly scheduled NFL picks and results video. So until then, please, please, please be good to yourselves and each other, and I will talk to you next week. God bless.